YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in the Kislev campaign. Yes, welcome back to the Ice Court, where I will be leading you through a cold but sweet victory with Kislev, and we are well on our way at this point. Things are going pretty well. Taking that Slaanesh bribe money ended up being one of the best things Arena Cateran's ever done, so I don't know what kind of temptation that was from Slaanesh. It's like, here, if you leave, I'll give you all this money. Well, can you stop me from coming back? Well, no, not permanently. Thanks for the money, sucker. That's all I got to say to that. Suckers. All right. We need this building here. No, we don't. Let's tear this down, build some defenses. I want you all to see something. I finally found the most beautiful mod. It was nerfed Bow Steep. I mean, it is amazing. It basically takes away the Bow Steep attrition. Like, it says that you suffer attrition here in the tools tip, but you don't. But you do get the -6 leadership. I'd be fine with them expanding this and even just giving me a hit to melee defense and attack as well. Maybe even speed. Like, hit all those things. I'm fine with that. Just don't do the attrition. The attrition's awful. Like, nerf my ability to fight, make it harder to fight, fine. But attrition is just downright awful. And we've gotten rid of it, so that's fantastic. So Bow Steep will no longer be the 5 to 10 turn campaign killer. That is a fantastic mod someone has made for us. So, in fact, let me go give them some credit real quick. All right, so this is the mod here. It is Better Bowls, Bow Steep nerf. It's by Hargrim. So thank you so much, Hargrim. Really appreciate this mod. In fact, says not enough ratings. Well, let me give it a rating. Be happy to. This thing is a 5 out of 5, folks. I don't know why it won't let me give this thing a rating. I would if it would let me. But anyway, this thing is awesome. So I suggest you go subscribe to it. Better Bowls, Bow Steep nerf by Hargrim. Okay, let's get back to it. See how quick a modder fixed this issue? I mean, it's not the perfect fix, at least not in my opinion. It may be perfect for some folks. I still think they should take a hit at my speed and melee stats and stuff as well, but why? Again, I'm gonna harp on this a little because it's something I'm irritated about, and I'm not letting it go because I want CA to get this message. I want them to get it from a lot of us. I understand some things take a long time to develop and a long time to fix. When rethinking, how to change AI behavior for the better over the long run, that may be challenging. When making a gigantic map where it's going to include all 3 games, that may take a long time. Stuff like this does not take a long time. This could have been done week 1. Based off the feedback, stuff like this. People freaking hate getting their armies stuck for 10 turns plus with Plague. I told them about this 2 weeks before the game launched. Nothing. Still nothing. They don't even have it on their radar. Like, it's not even one of the things they're planning on. So, again, just harping on this because if you want to make your game better fast and make people happy, make changes every week. These are changes you can make. Stuff like this. Okay? Just listen. Player feedback and start to implement the simple stuff. It doesn't take 6 months to fix the replenishment rate on some of the demon factions. It doesn't take 6 months to address the issues with plagues. It takes 6 months to address the issues with AIs building towers too fast. Fix it. Fix that stuff faster. Don't wait. Anyway, that's me saying that out of love for CA because I want them to do better. I don't like the fact that so many people are really mad at this game right now and not playing it. That makes me very sad. I actually really like this game. I'm sad that the roadmap is so bad because I like the game so much. I've already played 200 hours of this game. That's a lot because I've been busy as crap the last couple months. So anyway, it's a good game. Just CA needs to give it different attention. So I hate the way they're treating the updates on this. And maybe it seems like to them that it has a lot of urgency on it, and maybe it feels that way, but it doesn't feel that way to us as the customer. I wish they would change some of their approach to it, because I think they could get a lot more quick wins and start to win people back over a lot faster while they get other things sorted. All right, I'm not going to be joining any additional wars right now. Anyway, sorry, I had to get that quick rant in there. All right, so Lord Crowstaff says, hey, Air, take the time you need for yourself, your family, and your home. Still be here when your turn. Well, thank you. I will be out for a few days this weekend. I'll post a message on my channel when it comes. We are having flooring laid in my house. I have to be out for like Friday, Saturday, and I'll be back on Sunday evening. I've got to move a bunch of the furniture out of the house into like the garage so they can do the flooring, and then when I get back, I've got to move it back in. My office is going to get completely dismantled starting tomorrow night, so I'll put a message out, but if you all see me offline for a couple days, that's why. This has to be done. Not much I can do about it at the moment other than just get it done quickly, and that way it'll be over with. I want to go take the Forbidden Citadel. We also need to hit Black Gulch and alter the Crimson Harvest. Those are probably owned by Skaven, and Forbidden Citadels are all the way around here.
The Tsarina.
We're going to take attrition, huh? Let's move out here.
I command it.
Enter.
I will permit
This -5 control, -8 leadership. Well, it does stink to still have those traits, but we'll get rid of them eventually. All right, I'm gonna move Tsarina Katerin up and continue owning. Got Kastalton's troops here. Leblia just got hit. I'd like to repair it. So let's move in. Under new management. It looks like Castle Alexandrov is ready to fall to Boris. So let's go attack it and put it under new management. Nurgle is the one in control for now. Some stinking glitches over here, that's weird. All right, let's go fight this battle. I will see you all on the battle map. So Veritas Dawebreaker had received his name for unleashing a pretty unholy plague on the dwarves of Krakatrak, and the name stuck. He was very proud of his plagues that he brewed. I mean, kind of like Grom over his cooking pot, Veritas really stirred over his cauldron, brewing up the worst of poxes to unleash on the old world, and he'd become quite famous. However, this day, Boris Ursus came to visit Castle Alexandrov and to take it from the clutches of the Legions of Chaos, and Boris Ursus brought something with him. Something that the Nurglings didn't know existed, and that was a cure for Nurgle Plague, and folks, you are seeing it in action. And the cure is the sky being filled with arrows that rain down on the pus-covered bodies of the disgusting plague-ridden of Nurgle. Yes, this is the one and true way to cure Nurgle Plague, and you're going to see it implemented today by the forces of Boris. And Veritas will no longer have such confidence in his ability to spread plagues, and his forces have been pierced a million times. Now, some of you might be saying, Aaron, now wait, if you pierce all those pustules, isn't it going to send stuff flying? Well, I mean, the logical answer would be yes, but my answer is no, because it's my story, so don't ruin it for me, all right? So in any case, Nurgle is being cured of plague. You can see here the Bear Riders are making their way into the settlement to go begin capturing the victory points so they can gain melee advantages. I've got Boris Ursus here. He's brought his lance here. He's going to be Dr. Pimple Popper in this fight against Nurgle. He will be making sure that any pustules they have will be lanced and cleaned. Dr. Boris is here, folks, and he will definitely help to cure what ails Nurgle. See the Tower of Nurgle here. Yeah, I'm a little surprised not to see a little more pus and other things oozing from a Nurgle tower there, or it could be some type of gross living thing. In any case, the forces of Nurgle are falling back, trying to get behind their ramparts and defenses, hoping to be able to fight, but this is a terrible situation for Nurgle to fight in. With this type of extreme range, Nurgle having no range, being very slow moving, being low armor, it's pretty much a worst case scenario for Nurgle, as they get to sit back and watch themselves be pierced by thousands of arrows. Now, it's great for me. I like it. I appreciate it. I enjoy some good Nurgle killing. And at this point, Boris is very proud of the abilities his armies have. In fact, this army is going to be very effective against Nurgle, as will many of my armies. I find Nurgle to be pretty ineffective, period, in the hands of the AI. Maybe better in the hands of a human player, but still not great. I'd still stick to what I've said in the past. I think Nurgle was the weakest faction in the game. I'm sticking to it. In any case, see the forces of Nurgle living up to my expectations of them at this moment. Boris, meanwhile, is back here taking on a crowd of Nurglings and Rotflies. And folks, there was another interesting situation that's going to take place back here. The Nurglings decided to put on a circus for my Warbear riders. However, they made a grave mistake. The circus had Pepsi products instead of the Coca-Cola that polar bears expect and love. In fact, it's like their cultural drink. It's been showed to me in Christmas commercials for years and years in a row. And without the Coca-Cola present, the Warbears rioted. They were fed up with the Nurgling circus, which was otherwise entertaining. And now they are going to rip and tear all the performers and throw them out of town for stocking that disgusting beverage known as Pepsi. No, seriously though, folks, I don't like Pepsi. Not a huge fan of Coke either, but I figured that would be a little bit fun for you out there. So the Warbear riders are dispatching the Nurglings, and up front it's much the same. There's little hope for Nurgle to get out of this one. There were some exalted plague bears, which do have a missile weapon that's very dangerous over short distances, but that's short distances. My range can cover long distances, and these guys still don't have armor, and I am loving it. So be healed, Nurgle. Be healed by the power of the Red Tsar. Red Tsar blue arrows, I guess, the way it goes. Very patriotic. So I've captured another point. The exalted plague bears are absolutely destroyed, and now it's time for my troops to move further into the city. Boris is back here having fun with some toads and flies straight out of the festering swamps of Nurgle. They will not be long for this world, as they are going to be banished back into the interdimensional realms from whence they came. This is going to be a big victory for Boris the Red Tsar. Castle Alexandrov back into the hands of Kislevites like it belongs. Well, that was a good victory for us. Castle Alexandrov back in our control. Boris Ursus proving why he is the Red Tsar. And speaking of kills, because there were many there, we have our beloved kill scribe who has updated Katarina's ice sculptures for us. Nurgle is in charge at 4862. Their faction's destroyed. That's fantastic. I love it. Horn is 4632. Legion of Chaos at 3776. Soon to be climbing because we just added to that, right? Ropsman Clan at 3609 and a Bubonic Swarm at 3595. And make sure and catch all the rest because he has every faction. There's 23 factions that have had the pleasure of being destroyed by the Ice Court in some form or another. So make sure you go pay homage to the Kill Scribe. He is doing yeoman's work over there. I appreciate him. All right. So we have taken Castle Alexandrov. We do have the wine, and we have our anchorage as well. We'll need the growth so that we can put in some defenses here. And on the last episode, we set up an opportunity. Oh boy, the ogres are back. We're gonna need to go address that with Boris. So as soon as he can turn around on the next turn, he's gonna need to head back. Good news is we should be getting less attacks from the Legion of Chaos here because we have pushed into their territory. Let's see how Hannibal Bearkas is holding up here. It looks like Tzeentch faction's going hard after the dwarves here. With that many quarrelers, they should be able to wreck most everything Tzeentch. A lot of quarrelers. If we get out here and like actually capture, it'd be so difficult to hold Frozen Landing in the Temple of Heimkul. But if we could, you know, that would just kind of further expand us out here. There's some ogres on some flank. They're not exactly going to be friendly, but it's better than chaos, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at doing it. I mean, why not add some new territory to the map here? Let's attack and push back the Falco here and his craptacular army. I'm just going to auto-resolve that one. The auto-resolve was a little bit unkind to us, but no big deal.
Until you die.
String killed Falco, and let's get into the replenishment. Move forward. Hannibal Bearkas levels up. Let's see where we are at with him. Excellent. We could get Logistician, but let's work on Lightning Strike, because the closer we get to all these big demon factions, we want to be prepared to single them out where necessary. I'm going to improve Heart of Winter, because of its extremely good blob-busting effects. makes your army significantly stronger to have that capability in it. So I highly recommend you go for it. Okay, let's take a look at our Atamans here. We're at 3 of 3, but we have Best in the Future, so we get extra income. Yeah, let's do that. These guys are most likely just going to be managing. And it looks like we have approved Patriarch there. And we've got
Demon Slayer.
Boris Ursus. He gets Erskine at rank 11. So we'll hold on and wait for that. We got Resettler here, which is no colonization cost faction-wide. That's pretty cool. Takes away the cost to colonize something. You still have to spend, I think, men to do it. This one makes him stronger if his leadership or if his hit points go less than 50%, which is pretty cool. Not bad. But we need to improve our ice guards because we have quite a few in the army.
Excellent.
And we'll want to have them fighting at max capacity.
Of Kislev.
Alright, down here we're just trying to improve the corruption situation at Wolfenburg, so I'm going to keep that agent there. I've got another one on the way, so we can try and really drop the corruption here so we can get the growth started again and actually get this settlement built up to safety. Stinking filthy ogres.
Hear me roar.
Deal with them on the next one. See, let's go Hawks of Miska. Again, it's a pretty good blob buster, and it doesn't damage your own troops, so it should be pretty handy. Got another Frost Maiden here that levels up. I'm going to go Heart of Winter. And yeah, so it should be all right. I think we are in a good position to end a turn, assuming Tsarina Katerin has moved. All right, yeah, let's end our turn. I'm going to get to a few more comments here. The next one is from Sir HF. Who says, really enjoy watching your campaign. Question, though, is it possible to reassign the servants for your heroes and lords? There are probably some servants that help with control, corruption, reduction of upkeep. Those types would probably be good with good help with you, e.g. Slaneshi, Wolfenburg. Yes. So I will take a look at the retainers on those agents, and perhaps we can get a little bit more minus corruption. Thanks for the suggestion. Kane Yusanagi, your comment here. I don't want to join any wars. He says, hey, Air, did you ever test whether flying lord that has landed counts as a lord for capture points? So as a result, I have not tested that yet. Does anybody know the answer to that? Just love the little story narration of Tsarina versus Malefics, by the way. Well, thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Every now and then, Air comes up with something creative. We got the Shard Blade here. It's a pretty sweet blade. Say who it's gained for, doesn't specific.
For Kislev.
Let's take a look here at the details. Let's put the Shard Blade here. Already got a bonus versus large on Boris, but that would just make him stronger. We picked up anything else. Equipable. Equipped, there we go. Wizard Brooch. Might as well make him be able to stalk and be unspottable. We don't have any armor for Boris. That's a little bit frustrating. Mirror of the Ice Queen. Actually pretty good, that Mirror of the Ice Queen. We could probably put it to work great.
The Tsarina.
Well, I mean, Power Stone is also good. Active if in melee, though. That's really nice. It's like making her a Mortis engine. I feel like we should do that. Yeah, we're definitely lacking armor. Maybe we can take some of these cheaper weapons and stuff. Tormentor Sword's pretty good. Those Biting Blade, Sword of Might, is not all that great. Let's merge these. Let's see, Fuse. Got the Snowflake Pendant. That is not what I was hoping for. Can't fuse it with this other one because you have to have them at the same tier. That's frustrating. These here sort of anti-heroes, it's not bad. Could be better, but we'll take it. Chant it. Yeah, alright, yeah, we're running short on items right now, so the more we get, the better. But do what we can there. So Boris Ursus ended up with Plague as well. Look at this. I would have 3 different armies suffering, well, no, 2 right now suffering attrition from Valsteep. Had we not had that mod, like that Faust
For
Thief
the
is
mother.
so ridiculously out of control, broken.
Follow your queen.
So glad. So glad we got a mod. Wow, I'm gonna go ahead and
It is
colonize here.
mine,
I
by
thought the
right.
Skaven would be here. They were not. So Tsarina Katerin is pushing deeper into enemy territory. The ogres. Oh, okay. They gave up on Erengrad and they're looking for softer targets. That actually kind of makes sense. They are probably headed to Wolfenburg, which would be bad.
I
The
return.
gold that we received from Wolfenburg is pretty significant, so we'll want to move to intercept
On your
these
feet.
ogres as soon as possible. In fact, they may head this way and try and settle these places. So Erengrad is pretty safe for the moment.
Heed
Alright.
me.
I'm gonna move up here and set an ambush with Gestalten and see if we can catch these leftover Legion of Chaos forces here.
Hide your worthless
Push
foe.
them back, and then let's go over here and get Hannibal. And push forward with him as well. Got some Tzeentch forces right outside of Frozen Landing here. The dwarves are holding their own now that we've kind of helped put a dent in some of the other Chaos forces around, so this is good news. Blackblood Pass. Ooh, we can go up to Tier 5 here at Bear Pit, formerly known as Hell Pit.
I am fated to become a witch. Frozen.
Awesome.
glory.
All right, let me get some more of your comments here. Trantor says, real good campaign thus far. My 9-month-old enjoys watching and yelling at the screen, so cheers for getting him salty at a young age. Cheers.
My
Thanks,
folks are
Trantor.
at your
Hope you and
service.
your child are doing well. Glad you have something to watch. Man, I remember those days sitting around rocking my kids whenever they needed to sleep, holding them whenever I was playing like Breath of the Wild or something to Switch. It was, oh man, it's great. Having kids is fantastic. It is probably the best thing that has ever happened to me in life, and I will never change my mind about that. It's absolutely wonderful. You get the opportunity to enjoy raising your successors, essentially, and seeing them grow and learn and stuff. It's really, really quite nice. I don't know what the ogres are up to. They have not attacked Wolfenburg yet.
Follow
They
the
very well
bear.
might. So I'm gonna push down here quickly. I really don't want to lose my gold supply. I've got a garrison. It's not a spectacular garrison. We've got a garrison. So we'll hope for the best. And the ogres are taking attrition because I've got this invocation to Ursun going on right now.
Ice Queen of
Black Gulch. Tsarina Katerin is going to replenish quickly, so we'll leave her put for a turn, and it looks like the Tzeentch forces are trying to avoid me and go around me. We're not going to allow that.
It's immense, my.
So, oh, they had another one standing nearby. So Hannibal Bearkas is going to get the chance to kill some pink and blue pastel sorcerers. So let's go have some fun here. Isis Warspasm, we'll explain the name here in a moment, had been told by Kairos Fateweaver, who sees the future, that a great bear was headed north into the Chaos Waste and would be bringing battle. And so he was sent in order to intercept the great bear and change the ways of Kislev, because at this point, if the ways of Kislev were not changed, it looks like they will control the world. So Isis came south, looking to engage the great bear, who he later learned was Hannibal Bearkas, the greatest of bears, the saltiest as well. But Isis, they called him Warspasm for a reason. Well, the spasm, I'm not really sure where war came from. There was definitely spasms, mostly from the colon region. And boy, you don't even want to know what a Tzeentch crap looks like. It's very pastel, very brutal. In any case, Warspasm was there, and he is ready to intercept the forces. You can see he's got his exalted Lord of Change. They're going to be firing off magic. He's got exalted flamers, burning chariots. But Kislev has ice in their veins, and what else could they need in order to be successful? So the ice sleds of Kislev are harassing Isis Warspasm and allowing their troops to move forward. At this point, Tzeentch is waiting on reinforcements, which I suppose would be rather wise, because even with said reinforcements, they're going to be facing a very formidable force. Now, Hannibal Bearkas' troops have been well upgraded, they are well chevroned, and they are well led. The magic of Tzeentch will no doubt take a toll on some this day. Not all of them will survive the battle, as there is a violent storm of magic that will be unleashed upon them, but the ice of Kislev will stand firm, as it always has, and it will not thaw this day either. Not with Hannibal in charge. So, the general strategy that Hannibal will employ is a double line of archers, and then use distractionary tactics up front, fix the enemy into blobs, and then dispatch them with magic and massive ranged missile fire. The terrain is not great for his forces, as they are fighting uphill against Isis Warspasm and his legion of magic. Here they are, streaming onto the battlefield. Blue horrors, pink horrors, 1 horrors, 2 horrors. Oh wait, no, that's Dr. Seuss, who is also a changer of ways. If you've ever wondered why the Dr. Seuss books sound strange, it's because they were definitely co-authored by Kairos as well. There are some Doom Knights. These are going to be pretty dangerous. They're heavily armored units. They can bypass my lines of defense, and they won't fall quite as quickly to my archers because of their shields, armor, and barrier. So we'll have to watch out for that. So the forces of Tzeentch are nearly fully gathered. There are 3 of those Doom Knights. Then we're going to have a Burning Chariot here, as well as 2 Exalted, or at least 1 Exalted Flamer. There are 2 Standard Flamers. Then we've got some Chaos Spawn and a couple of Forsaken of Tzeentch. So the sleds have done their job. They've begun pulling the enemy army forward. The Rain of Magic has already started, despite the extreme range still. Now Hannibal's plan gets put into action as Frost Maiden by his side, ready to use her ice magic. She will be slowing the enemy troops and then unleashing the Heart of Winter on them, freezing them back into the unknown realms from whence they came, which is where all demons really like to be in the end. So here comes the slowing magic. It's already doing wonders, and the archers for Kislev are opening fire, and will start their damage from max range, and then the sleds are going to be brought in to create that initial blob and hit these blue horrors. I do not wish for the blue horrors to have an opportunity to use their missile weapons, which makes them far more powerful than they do. You can see the Heart of Winter being dropped right in the middle of this fight as well, because Tzeentch committed nearly all of the forces here. Warspasm, who is currently having colonic spasms, no doubt, seeing what's going on, is having magic spasms over here too, is now wondering what in the world his troops were doing, because they've been blobbed up. They're going to be hurt very badly, and you can see at this point the missile fire will start to pour into that blob. And meanwhile, on the other flank, the missile fire has also been extreme. And you can see the flamers of Tzeentch going down, and Hannibal Bearkas himself standing out in front of the blob, holding it and allowing his missile units to have an opportunity to do their damage, and it is going extremely well. Now, after holding initially, my sleds are going to do a bit of a retreat and let the Warbear Riders and the Patriarch of Kislev come and hold this, honestly, rather powerful blob at the moment. It's a lot of Doom Knights, the Lord of Change, but they will eventually succumb to the range fire of Kislev. You can see that most of the forces of Tzeentch already have succumbed to that ranged fire, and now Isis himself is being absolutely mowed down by arrows. You can see huge volleys of arrows coming in, and he will no longer have to worry about colonic spasms, not where he's going. I love seeing the ranged power of Kislev. It's truly something to behold. So the leader for Tzeentch is gone, and now they are going to suffer badly. See the Lord of Change here left, but the Doom Knights routed. The Lord of Change will soon be crumbling, is already crumbling. There's really just nothing left for Tzeentch at this point. One last shot of magic, try and do all the damage they can do before they're gone, but that is pretty much well and truly it. Tzeentch is done. Their force is crumbling. You can see here the Exalted Flamer and the Lord that came in as reinforcements, trying to hang on here in the back, but they are also disintegrating due to the lack of leadership, the army losses, and the sheer amount of arrows moving in their direction. So a big victory for Hannibal Bearkas. Here we go, folks. That's how you put some death on Tzeentch. A huge fan. I'm gonna go ahead and take the replenishment here. It's fairly significant, actually.
Fetch my lash.
All right, so the legions of Tzeentch there took a big hit, and I should still be in pretty good shape to threaten
Take me there.
the Norskins. So I'm gonna move towards them, continue to replenish on this turn in. We picked up some skill points here. In fact, we got quite a bit of points from that battle. Yeah, picked up 3. So let's do this lightning strike, and then I'm gonna put some points into logisticians so I can replenish quicker. I need to do the best of the court as well. As soon as we get an opportunity, might as well. So we kept all of our units there. We're now replenishing faster, and we finished lightning strike, all of which is very handy. I can get a warbearer here for my frost maiden, which we should do. She can also get crystal sanctuary, which is going to be very handy. And our patriarch levels up. Let's get blessing disc and then go to tenacity. Start making him more hit points. Zarina Katerin is going to stay put for this turn.
Maiden of the Frosts,
I wonder if we can successfully...
winter's chosen.
Yep, of course. Of course. Should have known. Well, I'm going to stay put with my patriarch so that I don't have something similar happen.
Boris
Alright,
Ursus
let me end the turn. Let's get to some more of your comments. This one's going to be from Righteous Ham. Says, I really love the way you played a Kislev's strengths in these series. I always find I had an affinity for range combat. So this and your Satsuma campaigns are perfect. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying it. This is the way I like to play Kislev. You can certainly play them other ways. Some people have wanted to see me go more cavalry heavy. And I guess that makes sense as well. But yeah, I just really like playing in their ranged and magic because I feel like that's where they're the most powerful. I'm gonna use this burn of all, get the corruption reduction.
I return.
Okay, they did end up sieging my settlement, so I'm going to push
Find
on.
a fight.
We just dropped below 50% corruption though, which means I'm not gonna take attrition on my way down here with Boris, so I should be able
I'm the one in charge.
to catch up
here.
to the ogres
Endless veneration.
and try and keep them from taking Wolfenburg and robbing me of a pretty solid gold income. I am not in favor of them taking that away from me. Get rid of this enemy army here. Not much of an army. Kind of a joke, to be fair. I'm gonna go ahead and just push forward here to the altar of the Crimson Harvest. Looks like the Baleful Prince is trying to move around me, maybe. I was not able to catch the Legions of Chaos here, unfortunately.
The orthodoxy.
I'm gonna move closer to this bridge and try and block off access to my lands from the Legion of Chaos. Aarongrad is safe. Hannibal Bearkas now has his movement back. And it looks like he will be able to take Frozen Landing. Guess we're gonna take high casualties. I don't think so. So I'm just gonna encircle these. Well, actually, I'm gonna just break the siege, finish healing, and then wreck these guys. There we go. Yeah. I'll get some of my sleds back, and then we'll finish these guys off a lot more easily.
The orthodoxy sees all.
Okay, Black Gulch. Let's go with the growth for now. Build up the settlement. End another turn, and let's get back here to some more comments. Alric says, thanks for another great episode, Air. Your humor made for some excellent relaxing after a long day of work. Well, thank you, Alric. Glad you enjoyed it. Cristiano Viana says, thanks for the great content, Air. Even busy like you like that, you have time for videos. Your time management skills are impressive. They're actually not. I should be able to do better. I really want to do better, but thank you for the kind words. I do appreciate it. It says, have a great week. Looking forward to the next video as well. it is here now. Thank you. Appreciate the support. And I always wish I would manage my time better, and I can. It just really takes more focus, and I can do it. I've done it before in the past. I would like to do it again. They stuck an army here, which is kind of strange. I may be able to use it as an opportunity to pull them out, but I'm actually just going to get my sleds all the way up to full strength. Even though I'm mostly recovered, it still hasn't given me that final unit model, so CA, please. Fix your replenishment. Holy ogres. Wow.
Reborn.
And we do not have lightning strike. However, we do get the garrison from Wolfenburg, but it's going to be a bit of an awkward position to fight from. I don't see that we have an option. I don't want Wolfenburg to fall to these ogres. Fortunately for me, they've been taking a fair bit of attrition for quite a while. These other troops have not. I do not have lightning strike with Boris Ursus yet. It says we're going to win. Gosh dang, man, I'm tempted to just take that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like you all would be getting cheated of some ogre fighting action here, but this auto-resolve is being way too kind to me, and I'm just going to take it because this is great. That is absolutely great. It doesn't happen very often that the auto-resolve is being too nice to you, so I'm taking advantage of that, like full advantage. Absolutely slaughtered the ogres. Yep.
Boris Ursus.
Not really sure why it thought that. I mean, I do think we could have won those battles. I think it would have been tough. But we could have won. But it's interesting that it just kind of handed it to me, rather. Ensuring presence is always good. There we go. So Boris
I shall enjoy
will be moving towards Lightning Strike and other capabilities. I'll buy Warbear and Blessing Disc. Cannot yet get the Warbear here, so Hawks of Miska and Magic. Excellent. Excellent. So that's good stuff. So Wolfenburg's defended, and it's now losing a lot of that. Ah, dang, we didn't get Wurzen. Actually, Wurzen may have always been under their control over there. Yeah, may have been. We could go ahead and take this settlement, though, get a little bit of extra cash out of it. There's an ogre camp out here that would probably be good to kill, so that they cannot get food or replenish and supply as easily. It's good to see some of the corruption being lifted from the lands of Kislev as we continue to purge our way through our enemies. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I think we're in a pretty good position here. We've accomplished quite a bit. We've taken new territory. We've fought some good battles, and we've got our armies in a good position to continue to work to expand Kislev. And we've got some nice expansion in here, honestly, before we hear another bear roar, and we need to be pulled back into the realms of chaos. But the good news is if I do get pulled back, I've got protection against rifts, and I've got enough armies now that I feel like we can actually do something about it, and we're not going to get set back by ridiculous plagues and other stuff. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Like that, between the mods and the other stuff, this is pretty nice. You can actually play the campaign, kind of enjoy it without having to just turtle. In any case, let's get one more comment here. Alex says, love all the videos, Air. Can't wait for the next Rome campaign. I do want to do a Rome campaign next when we finish the Satsuma. Keep an eye out for it. And I said one more. Let's get one more here. Caleb says, hey, Air. I've been greatly enjoying this campaign. Really appreciate the videos you put out and the work you put into them. I was wondering if you were going to do the quest battle for Katarin's Crystal Cape at some point. Because I tried it before and it seems like a cool battle. I lost it in my campaign, but I'm not that good of a player. The Crystal Cape, I haven't looked at it yet, but we'll take a look. That's something we've got up here as a mission. It's under objectives here. Crystal Cloak. Yeah, so I mean, we can teleport out and do it. Crystal Cloak, 10% ward save, could be pretty good. 6 melee defense and extra armor. Take a look at it versus what she has now. But yeah, we could try and fight that one on the next episode. Thanks for reminding me. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing up for now. I'll see you all soon in the near future with some more action in Total War Warhammer 3.